Welcome back to the travel adventures of Mr. Sneaky Duck and Edgar Allan Crow, ebook page 8. Today, we are going to read aloud, think aloud with Mr. Rains. We are going to talk about what we learned last time. We're going to get some new information, which really isn't so new. We're just linking the evidence with claims of value. And then we're going to go on to the voyage. In other words, Mr. Sneaky Duck and Edgar Allan Crow are going to start going to different places, and you're going to see a different background image each time. And then you have a quiz. And in your quiz, there are a lot of questions here about claims of value, fact, or policy. So let's get started. How you can really help me. I want to teach you to be in command of information and be able to use it to your benefit and create real knowledge for you and your future family. The things that I will be teaching you, along with all of the amazing and fun places we visited in 14 years, are called critical literacies and 21st century skills. Critical literacies are steps you can take to find out the difference between truth and fiction on the internet. If you have ever found yourself asking, "Is that true?" when you heard a story on TV or the internet, then these literacies are a way to read web pages, videos, blogs, social media, and the news and check it for its truth. Luckily, I have two characters that are always making me check things out. So, I will tell you the story as Mr. Sneaky Duck and Edgar Allan Crow told me. I'll need some help checking facts and filling in some things that Mr. Duck doesn't remember before I write the final version of this book. Then we can piece together the real story. Then we can piece the real story together, you and me. Hopefully, I can teach you some things, and you can start helping me determine if what these two birds are telling me is for real or just crazy stories. You'd be surprised, though, because the world is an amazing and unbelievable place. Now, this is my claim. That's why I put it in red. And I can support that with the many experiences that I had, that I went to a certain place and discovered something that I would never believe if I hadn't been there or seen it myself. And so things are amazing to me around the world, and I hope that you can join me in finding and discovering those things. As we take you on a journey of the world and a journey of finding the truth, you can earn points for answering questions correctly over here. With those points, you can collect prizes at the end of the journey. Good luck, and thanks ahead of time for your help. Mr. Rains, that's me. So, let's go back up here to the agenda. It says what we learned last time. If we look to see what we learned last time, on page 7, we talked about Wikipedia as a source, we talked about PC skills, and we had more practice with claims and evidence. But more specifically, we did claims of fact. And remember, we tried to prove that Jalissa flew through the air 20 feet. And we did that by looking up evidence about gravity and how fast somebody moved through the air. We looked up information about how tall the swing set was and how high up she was. We took a freeze frame of her swing set to compare it or cross-check it against another swing set. All of those things we used as evidence to support that she flew through the air 20 feet and landed on her back. And her wig fell off. Anyway, now, new information for us today. Claims of value and evidence to support. I already opened up a document here on Google Docs and I labeled it eBook page 8 because in the other videos it's taken too long. So, claims of value. Japan is a beautiful place. Now, I know that many people may think that Japan is beautiful, but first, in order to be able to prove something or to give evidence to try to prove something or to support some claim, you have to define your terms. In other words, what is beauty? Let's make this a little bit bigger. What is beauty? So if I looked up in the dictionary, Webster's dictionary, it said that beauty is pleasure to the senses or something that, I put this in brackets because it didn't have something that, pleasurably exalts, that means to lift up. If you didn't know, you could highlight it, right click. There's a dictionary that comes up here. It says exalts. It says to hold very high regard or think highly of. Exalts the mind, lifts up your mind or spirit. And then I said according to the Webster's dictionary. And I put it in quotes because it's not my words. But then I went and I looked up beautiful and Japan. And I remembered they had these rice fields. And this is a rice field using different colors of rice to make beautiful pictures. Huge too. They're very big. There's a car. You can see how big these are. I also found evidence about music that's beautiful. And I can show you just a little bit of it, but music and pictures, you need to say where they come from, because if you don't, you're basically stealing or plagiarizing it. Art is owned by the artist. So you must always give credit to creativity, or maybe one day somebody will steal your idea. But let's listen to see if this is beautiful. Let's just take a little clip here. Well, it seems pretty tranquil, and if tranquility is beauty, then you can use that to prove. We found a park that has listeria trees, and that's also beautiful. So we found several different things. What if we wanted to bring in poetry that's beautiful, or haiku? I remember haiku is supposed to be beautiful. So we can bring in all kinds of evidence of this beauty that uplifts the spirit, or that's pleasurable to my senses. And that proves my claim, or it supports my claim, that Japan is a beautiful place. All right. That's about it. So you guys complete this quiz for me and for you. Get all them points. That's a lot of points. And have a great day. Alt-tab. And stop.